Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. And before we get started, I just want to say please make sure you subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you enjoyed this video at the end, please give this video a thumbs up. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my top tips for getting the most out of your gym session. And just so you know, I didn't want to forget anything. I wrote down 6 points which I'm going to elaborate on in this video, and I wrote them down on my notes page on my phone. So yeah, let's get started. So number one is dress comfortably. I cannot stress this enough. Okay, when you're a beginner, especially when you're a beginner, when it comes to working out or when it comes to being in the gym, you're not used to working out in the gym, I highly recommend that you make sure that your shoes, your leggings or shorts or your top is something that's comfortable. If you don't like showing skin, make sure that obviously you're covered enough for you to be working out comfortably in public in front of other people. If you're someone with so for, I'll say, such a big issue when it comes to leggings, for girls, it's like getting something. You want something that's comfortable, but you want something like good quality, and you also want something that doesn't show all your stuff when you bend over and stuff like that. So I highly recommend making sure that your leggings are not see-through before you head to the gym, and also making sure that they don't ride down when you like squat. That you don't have to keep pulling them up. There's some good stuff on Amazon that's affordable, good quality, and they won't ride down. And I've tried them, and I'll put the links where if you want something that's affordable and stuff, because you could get Gymshark stuff. But I love Gymshark products, by the way, but they're quite expensive. Let's be honest, they are quite expensive. And if you're someone that's just starting working out in the gym, your budget may not be for your workout equipment or stuff may not be that high, so you want to start off with something affordable. But yeah, I'll put the links in the description box with some Amazon stuff that you can check out. I'm not affiliated, but is that affiliate link? Yeah, it's not an affiliate link, by the way. It's just some of the stuff that I've tried and I like. And you can check it out if you're looking for leggings, better buy leggings, good quality, affordable. And yeah. But yeah, anyway, so that's my number one tip. Another thing is I'll add to that is make sure that your shoes are comfortable. If you're gonna be in the gym or you're gonna be like the treadmill, one thing I've struggled trying to, I used to struggle trying to find the right shoes because I don't like trainers. Trainers, to me, they're too heavy, especially when I'm working out. I'm already moving my body weight when it comes to running. I'm already going to be lifting weight. I don't need my clothes to be heavy, So I really like struggling, and also at the same time, and so I'm the type of person where I'll be in the gym, I'll wear my trainers to the gym, then I'll take them off when I get this. I can work hard barefoot. But I've found a good solution to that. I now wear what they call barefoot shoes, and the grip underneath is amazing. And those shoes, they basically allow because I've got wide feet as well, so they allow my feet, my toes, and when I'm wearing them to like properly spread, so it doesn't even feel like I'm wearing anything. And they're really comfortable. But yeah, again, you can find those. You can find some good quality ones. I think there's a company that does specialize in barefoot shoes, but there is a thingy, like a dupe company on Amazon that does them just as well as well. And I got my shoes from there, and I wear those shoes especially on days when I'm lifting. So I don't have to take my shoes off. But on days when I'm doing cardio, I wear lightweight trainers. Make sure your trainers are lightweight and you can move in them. Also, a top tip for making sure that your clothes are comfortable before you go out into the workout in public. Try wearing them at home and move around, do everything you can in them, and also film yourself, especially when it comes to the leggings or shorts. Film yourself and make sure that they're not see-through, because there's nothing worse than being in the gym and thinking, I can't sit through. And this, it really does put you off. But yeah, make sure that your clothes are comfortable. And my second top tip is plan your workout before you go to the gym. Don't just show up and think it's gonna come to you. It's not gonna come to you, okay? You're gonna waste your time, and you're not gonna be productive, and you're not gonna feel like going back, because it's just like I go there, I walk around, I use this machine, I use that machine, and I'm just like, you get bored. So plan your workout before you get to the gym. If you know you want to work on you. So what I do is with my workout, especially when I first started, is I plan my even now I plan my workout. So one weekend I'll plan my workout for the week, yeah, and I know on Monday I'm gonna do legs. And when it comes to my lower, and Monday I'm gonna do lower body, but I'm gonna focus on glutes and hamstrings, and then I put in 4 glute exercises, and then I put in 3 or 4 hamstring exercises. So I know when I get to the gym, I'm gonna be there for an hour and a half or 2 hours. The first hour is for glutes, the second hour is for hamstrings. See? And then on Tuesday, I know I'm gonna do arms and cardio. And then, so start like, make sure you plan your workout way ahead of time. And also make sure when you do plan, make sure you target. If you're working on a specific muscle, so if I'm working on glutes, I make sure that I target as many areas of the glutes as I can in my workout. I mean, sometimes that's not possible because sometimes I don't have a lot of time. Sometimes I only have an hour in the gym. So I make sure I always target the one area that I never, in every glute workout, I never miss out on the side glutes. Is that abduct? No, let me not use that word because I feel like I'm gonna get it wrong. But yeah, the side glutes and my upper glutes, I always make sure that because I sometimes if I don't make sure that I target them, sometimes I leave them out, which obviously it doesn't make you want. If I want those firm round glutes, you want to make sure that you're targeting all the areas. So yeah, make sure you plan your workout ahead of time. I actually have so for the whole month, I have again, I love that the notes section on my iPhone, I have my workout planned. So I know that this is what I'm gonna do for the warm up, and I know that this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do hip thrust. I'm gonna do 3 sets of 8 at 70 kgs. Then after the hip thrust, and then I put down abductions. I'm gonna do 3 sets of 8 at 39 kgs. And then each week I build it up. That when you plan your workout ahead of time, you also are able to build it up as you go, and you can track what you're doing, and you can increase the weight and improve and be like, okay, you know what, this was nice, but how can I make this harder? You can build on it. So yeah, make sure you always plan your workout ahead of time before you get to the gym. Even if you only have 30 minutes, be like, okay, you know what, even my cardio, I plan my cardio. That way it's fun. I make it fun. I even build my playlist ahead of time. So when I get to the gym, I'm legit, I have blinders on. All I know, I know exactly what I'm gonna do, how long I'm gonna do it for, and what time I need to be out of there. So yeah, plan your workout before you head to the gym, guys. So the third tip, guys, is for anyone that's not comfortable working out around other people, but you still want to go and use the gym. My main tip is for those people is make sure that you go in non-peak times. That could be early in the morning. So the gym I used to go to, it used to open at 6, so I used to legit be there at 6 in the morning. But that wasn't because I wasn't comfortable working around other people. It was just because that was when I was free. Like first thing in the morning is when I was free. So I'd go there, and then in the afternoon or in the evening I'll be busy. So yeah, make sure just get the workout out of the way first thing in the morning. But yeah, make sure that you work out, you go in non-peak time. So check your gym. And a lot of gyms now, they have this thing where you can tell how many people are in the gym. So you can, use that to your advantage. Track it even days when you're not meant to be working out. Track it and just see what times that people aren't using the gym, so you can go at those times. And yeah, that will really help. I feel like that will help build up your confidence. So even because what you want to do, if you're not used to working around other people, you want to get in the habit of not caring that other people are around when you're working out. Because I'll be honest with you, I have a friend. She wasn't really going to the gym, and now she just started, and she was like, oh my god, I'm so nervous, I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like everyone's looking at me, and it always feels like that until when you get in the habit of going all the time and just move past those uncomfortable feelings. You realize that no one's got time to be looking at you. Everyone is so in their own little or doing their own workout. I mean, obviously there's always those creepy people that'll be looking every now and then, but for the most part, a lot of people, they aren't. you know, they aren't looking at you. People are just, and a lot of people don't know what they're doing. And even the ones that know what they're doing, they're so, like, I don't always know what I'm doing. I'll be honest with you, like, in the gym, I'm like, especially when I'm in a new gym, some of the equipment, I've never even seen it before, because the gym I used to go to before I joined this one was so basic. I knew every equipment there. This one, they've got all these fences. I don't even know. I'm like, I need to find someone to show me how to use that. But yeah, what I'm saying is, no one cares about you as much as you think they do when you're in the gym. They really don't. Everyone is just in their own little trying to get through their workout. That's all they care about most of the time, okay? And my fourth tip is know how to use the equipment before your workout. So this is why it's good to plan ahead so you know what equipment you're gonna need to use. If you don't know, so what I did in my previous gym before I joined this one is when I joined, I asked them. I said, well, I haven't really lifted since like over like 2 years ago, 3 years ago I think now. I was like, I haven't really like lifted. I mean, like lifted properly before. I mean, I'd been, you know, doing body weight squats and stuff like that, but I wanted to start using like the squat rack and the Smith machine. I was like, well, I've never really used any of these machines. Can I get someone to show me? And they're like, yeah, sure. So when you just join the gym, make sure you speak to the people that work at the gym and ask them like if they can show you how to use the equipment. That way you know how to, when you do use it by yourself, you know how to use it properly. You also don't hurt yourself. You know, you don't feel awkward. You don't feel like, oh my god, oh, you know, you don't feel silly. You know, I think that's the main thing. Like, you don't want to feel silly. You want to feel confident. Like, that will increase your confidence in the gym as well when you know how to use the equipment properly. So yeah, I would definitely recommend asking the gym staff to show you how to use some of the equipment if you don't know how to use any of it. Another thing is, let's say you planned your workout, but there's only one equipment that you're not sure how to use. This is before you get to the gym, by the way. I'd say try googling, like going on YouTube. There's some really really good YouTube videos on how to use equipment and how to do certain movements. I always watch, especially for me. When I was at my old gym, I keep referencing, basically I changed gyms in it, that's why I keep referencing my old gym. But yeah, when I was in my old gym, I used to do a hip thrust a certain way. And I used to use that. It was a lightweight bar, but it was like a really long one. And then when I went to, now I'm at a different gym, and the way, basically benches are way too high for me to be using, for me to be doing hip thrusts comfortably and without like hurting myself. So I had to like go on, I spent hours on YouTube googling how to, you know, alternative ways to do hip thrusts, and I came across a video I liked. And then I went and tried it, and I found out that the new way I'm doing hip thrusts, and I'm using a lower bench, you know, those step-up benches that people use. I'm using one of those instead of the actual bench that people, you know, sit on and lift weights. But anyway, I'm using the step-up little bench, and I found out that way, and if I just lean that against the wall, it's, first of all, it cuts my time, you know, because when it comes to setting up all the equipment for hip thrust, it cuts my time in half. It's so much easier. Like, it's much easier and quicker for me to set up my equipment, and I get my workout done much faster compared to the way I used to do them before. But yeah, I never would have guessed that if I hadn't googled on YouTube and googled on YouTube. Is that it? If I haven't searched on YouTube how to, you know, alternative ways to do hip thrusts, and also what to do if you're short and stuff like that. Another thing is also you also need to plan your workout before, because I'm short, like I'm tiny, I'm petite, okay? So some of the machines in the gym here are just not made for people like me. So this is where YouTube comes in. I'll search, you know, how to do this machine when you're short, how to do this, and there's like so many different ways you can add. You can stack plates on it. You can add you can step, what's it called? The mat. You can roll up the mat and put it on the thing and step on it. Like, that really works for if you have a, what's it called? If you have a back extension, because the back extension, I was too short for it, so I had to put the mat, and I had to step on the mat and do the back extension. But yeah, that worked really well. But yeah, so that was number 4. Tip number 5. I have one more tip and we're done. So tip number 5 is make sure your food. This is so I feel like these tips are really basic, but I feel like they are really important. These tips can really, if you don't do some of the things actually, so if you don't do these things I'm talking about in this video, it's the difference between having a really good workout, a successful time at the gym, and a really terrible time at the gym, and like unproductive time at the gym. They're so basic, but it's things that you don't, when you're starting, or you don't really think about. You just kind of walk into the gym and just like, yeah, I'll figure it out. But it's like you need to start how you mean to go, and you want to be successful with something. Do like prepare as much as you possibly can for it, for the success. It's not just gonna happen, and you're nobody's gonna find your way if you don't look for it. You always find what you look for. If you're not looking for ways to be successful, you're just not gonna be successful. So guys, we are on tip number 5. These are really, again, like I said, it's a really basic, but there's things to really keep in mind when you want to have a productive session in the gym. So tip number 5 is make sure that your phone is fully charged. Boy, this is extremely, extremely important. Make sure your phone is fully charged, and also make sure you have some music that you've downloaded on your phone, because if your gym is so some gyms don't have, like, they're kind of like underground, so you don't have, like, there's no like network or Wi-Fi. So even if you have YouTube, or even if you have like or Amazon Music, you still need, service. You still need like service or Wi-Fi, or you use your data still. You need Wi-Fi, but it won't work still. So I learned that the hard way. Like last week, I went to 2 different sessions, and I was using my gym with no. I was doing my workout with no music. I just had earphones in, but because there was no service. Actually, the area I was in, there's like really bad service in that area, and the Wi-Fi doesn't even connect properly. So it was just my whole music. The entire session was just loading. It wasn't playing at all. Yeah, I learned the hard way. But yeah, make sure your music downloaded onto your phone, just in case. Just in case the Wi-Fi plays up, just in case your data runs out, or your data isn't working properly, or there is no service. Just have music downloaded to your phone. Another thing is also make sure that your earphones are working. And also the number one thing what I can really recommend is get wireless earphones. The best ones I can recommend are, like the little earbuds that you can just put in your ear. If you don't have, most people with iPhones have got earpods. If you don't have those, you can get the little earbuds from Amazon. Again, Amazon does really, really good ones. I've got ones that's still working for me. I've got them about 7 months ago, and they're still like fully working and everything. So I'll get. Let me know if you want the link of those. I feel like is it even worth putting them up? I feel like most people have got like some sort of earphones. But yeah, I highly advise against going with earphones that've got the code. It's gonna be a mess. It's really gonna, especially if you're gonna be lifting weights. It's just so inconvenient. The wire gets everywhere. It's not fun. But yeah, I highly recommend getting yourself some earpods, and also get yourself a little pouch. So Primark does really good ones, and the pouch is for let's say you want to put your phone somewhere, like you don't want to like leave your phone laying around. You can put the pouch on your waist and put your phone in there, put your earphones in there, put your, I don't know, key or something, a bit like, and then like just, it's small little pouch, nothing big, just tiny. They've got like some really good ones, like Primark has got them. I got mine a while ago, but I'm not sure. I think they still do them every now and then if you go in the sports section. Primark has got some really good affordable ones, and I think they're under £5, like really good ones, and they're really lightweight as well. So you can even put. During the pandemic, I used to wear my pouch, put my phones up, put my house keys, and go running, and I barely felt like I was carrying anything. My last and I'll say quite important tip is, so with using these commercial gyms, especially like during busy periods, not even busy periods, but like sometimes, I mean, they usually have all good equipment, but some like there's like little accessories that go with the equipment, like the pads that people use for the bars when they do the squats, or when you do like the hip thrust. Some gyms don't have enough of those. They usually like give like two or three, or maybe even four, and it's like a massive gym. So if let's say you're going at a time, even if it's say non-peak time, sometimes let's say sometimes people take them and they're using them. You don't want to go there and you can't do your workout because someone is using one of those, like, you know, there's something, those accessories that you need for your workout. So what I highly recommend is you get your own accessories. So I actually have my own pad, so I take that to the gym with me, and I also have my own straps, like ankle straps for the, what do you call them, ankle straps for my you know, the when you do cable kickbacks, I have the things that you attach to your ankles, and then when you go to, when I go to the machine, I can just hook them onto the machine, and I do the weighted donkey kicks or cable kickbacks. But yeah, and I got both of those accessories from Amazon. You know what, I feel like Amazon should just sponsor me. I'll be honest, I actually buy most of my stuff from Amazon. You can get anything on Amazon. But I love that they do next day delivery. So yeah, it saves me time. I like my things quick, so it saves me time. But yeah, I highly recommend getting yourself your own accessories, because again, with most gyms don't actually have the straps, the ankle straps for your cable kickback. So if you get yourself your own ones, trust me, you're sitting pretty. You just, when you go to the gym, I just attach them and boom, done. I do my cable kickbacks and I'm done. And I take my own, you know, I carry my own my own pad, and I don't have to worry about looking, you know, hunting for one in the gym because of the, you know, it's just long. But yeah, I'm highly recommending getting those stuff by yourself, and also buy your own resistant bands. They will really come in handy for times like warm up. So even if you want to do a workout at home. Yeah, guys, this brings us the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. And yeah, I hope you find it very helpful and very useful, and it helps you build up your own kits when it comes to going to the gym. And I hope it makes all the tips that I shared in this video, I hope they help you feel more confident and be more productive when it comes to using the gym. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you want to get in touch with me, make sure you follow me on my Instagram. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next one.